You got to talk about it back to back. I didn't think I was going to be here again, but they dropped a new trailer. I mean, what do you want me to say? I'm curious what this trailer is going to have in it. I'm just going to get into. I have to watch. I gotta watch it, bro.
What is happening?
Okay. Off the bat, we got Scorpion. Fire. Okay? Fire. I'm glad he's back. What do you say? So, trying to do the Spider-Man stuff, and he's failing, because that's his arc, right?
What is happening?
Oh, Scorpion's back.
I'm losing my mind.
Whoa.
I'm totally
That was aggressive.
out of control.
Yo. Whose man's is this? Yo, Pete. Yo, Pete, calm down, bro.
I am totally out.
This is crazy. Pete is grabbing Scorpion by the tail. Hulk style. Wham! Oh my god. Yeah, that's crazy. He said, screw the cops. Y'all both going down. Yo.
Gotta fix whatever this is
Crazy.
right now. Final semester at my
MIT. Imagine going to MIT in 2026.
And who do you think is actually watching these?
maybe someone.
Well, buy someone.
I mean, he had a bunch of likes.
What the?
Dr. Better.
Ooh.
You found a way to.
So this is interesting. So, like, Banner got a job as a professor. Hello. That makes sense. That makes sense. So he's probably like a professor of like talking about like certain scientific studies, and there's a cube in the back. I'm not sure what that cube means, but the cube is some type of scientific formula, maybe,
Suppress mutating DNA, right?
to suppress mutating DNA. There's that word again.
Have you seen what this?
Oh, he's actually showing the gamma suppression thing. That's cool. What's your name? Well, name is on the channel. You like it's literally it's on the screen. You can figure that out. Why Banner? Banner. This is not funny, Banner. Banner, this is not funny. You're not supposed to be. You're not supposed. He's doing the ninja. What's up, Killer Bee? So the question is Peter going to the Empire State University, or is he just wearing the jacket as like a undercover thing? That's awkward. Please don't do that, Banner.
So we get rid of the bad aspects, but keep.
This reminds me. So this is like the idea of him. This is like this. You know what? This reminds me of the original Spider-Man movies with Tobey Maguire, because Tobey Maguire went to Lizard Connors, right? He went to Professor Connors with help. So this is kind of like that kind of dynamic, right? Which makes sense, right? But they're using Banner here, which is good because we get to see Hulk more.
How would you decide?
How would you decide what's good and what's bad?
What's nature or good or bad?
True.
Well,
Damn it, Spider-Man.
sorry about that.
You're not one of my students, are you?
Oh, that's right, because Banner doesn't. Banner. Wait, okay. So does Banner? So does Banner forgot that Peter is Spider-Man? But maybe Hulk didn't forget, which makes sense, right? Because Hulk is not really. I don't think Hulk will be affected by magic like that compared to Banner. So Banner probably forgot, but Hulk never forgets. So Hulk, when he hulks out in this movie, Hulk is going to have the conversation with Peter. He's going to be like, "I remember you, Bug," or something like that. Or like he's going to say something to allude to the fact that he remembers Peter. But obviously Hulk is smart, so he's probably not going to like say it outright. You're not one of my students. But yeah, how did you know?
It appears we're faced with a threat we can't control. One we can't even see.
Can't even see. Right, so who is she supposed to be? I know people are saying like Jean Grey, but like that feels so, I don't know. Like I'm not convinced this is Jean Grey. I'm not convinced this is Jean Grey. This might lead to Jean Grey, or it might lead to somebody, one of the like X-Men characters that we know. But I don't think they're going to directly just have Jean Grey in the Spider-Man movie. Like, why would they do that? Like, I feel like it's got to be like there's a step. There must be a step in between just going straight to, because Secret Wars is going to happen, right? Okay, it's a lot of. That's interesting. Oh.
Was immune to it.
Wait. What? Jean Grey can't do that. Jean Grey, like, so like there's like a shockwave of like a thing that caused people to just freeze and. That's not a Jean Grey ability, if I remember correctly. And it looks. What is that?
Was immune to it.
Is it causing? Did it like change people's? Are people thinking differently, or are they just not think? Okay, this is interesting. Jump, jump, jump. It jumped. Right, so she's like jumping. Whoever it is, they're jumping from body to body.
Sense it.
Who's talking here?
You're the only one who's immune to it.
You're the only one who's immune to it. John and Lucy.
Can sense it.
What do you think they're looking for?
Who is talking to Peter right now?
Sense it.
This must be a third party. This is a third party. I don't want. I don't want to go. I don't want to be like too conspiratory, but this is kind of like me theory crafting. This would be crazy if this is where we get to see like Scott, like actually like Scott, Cyclops Scott. But why would he be talking to Peter? I mean, in the context, I get why he would be talking to Peter, but I'm saying like, welcome to the stream. I get why he would be talking to Peter in this context, but my question is like, why would Scott be in New York? Also, why would Jean Grey be in New York? Is her origin story in New York? I don't even remember Jean Grey's like. Also, Punisher's here.
You're the only one who can sense it.
What do you think they're looking for?
Could this Latino parkour prodigy be the web swinger? Hold up. Carlos Rodriguez. Carlos.
Oh.
See, you stumbled across my board. I'm not one of those weirdos, I swear.
Well, you look like one, Ned.
He's a little weird.
Thank you, MJ.
I'm MJ.
You two don't know each other?
You two don't know each other? Why would he add... Okay, hold up. Okay. Because Ned doesn't know him. And he's like, she didn't invite you? How did you get here?
No, Spider-Man. You okay?
Miles! I'm joking. It's not Miles.
Did you get rid of that monster inside you?
Think I might go see how MJ's doing.
Whoa. No. Leave MJ alone. Oh my goodness. Who is this? This is not Jean Grey, because Jean Grey is not a mean person. Okay? She's more like a vengeful person. She's more like a vindictive person, but not evil. Who is this? Is this Charles's sister? Hold up. Theory. I'm spitballing. What if it's like... What if Deadpool and Wolverine caused her to somehow get into the 616 universe? Hold up. She can do that. She can jump from body to body. I think. Ooh. But that'd be crazy, no?
You're not gonna get away with this.
Oh no. Oh, wait. That's how... And that's how the villain, one of the villains, is going to get Peter off of their back. They're going to inhabit Bruce Banner and force Hulk out. Fire. This is fire.
He might.
This is fire. Oh my goodness.
I didn't know you could get that big.
What do you mean? Have you seen him before? Oh, this is fire. We're seeing Hulk. Oh my goodness.
But you're in danger. You just have to trust me. Come on.
She's like so suspicious, but like, go for it. Let's do it again.
Really scary.
Who the hell is that?
Who the hell are you?
Frank.
Please, I don't have anywhere else to go.
Come on, Frank.
For the people who love you, just gonna let me go myself. I love you because
The hand.
you're you.
You're gonna do something good. Do it now.
So, also he's in jail, and I know Daredevil went to jail. Oh, ooh,
No matter how powerful we've become,
that's cool.
I miss you, man.
Rest in peace, man. Oh. Oh man, this is gonna be so fire, dude.
Oh, all right. Just give me a sec. Give me a sec. I'm not in high school anymore.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh,
I love that he's like he's tired and his body is aching, quite literally.
stretch, you big stretcher? It's so good for you. You ready?
Okay. Okay. Man. I mean, it's not really much to say, right? Like I just don't know who this body jumping villain is supposed to be. Also, it's odd that Bruce is a professor in New York, which I feel like is not the smartest thing to do. Bruce, like, you should be a professor somewhere in, like, I don't know, backwater Arkansas or some shit. I don't know. Like, that's what the other Hulk movies kind of played into, is that, like, he didn't want to be around people because him being, like, because the potential of him crashing out is high. But I mean, he has the thing, right? So he's confident in his in the technology working, and it has been working. But at the same time, I don't know. It's I feel like Bruce. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. But if it was me as Bruce, I wouldn't even step foot in New York anymore. I'm going. I don't know. I'm living in somewhere in fucking Oregon or something. I don't know. Like, I'm a Oregon. And Doctor Doom is the villain using Tony's body. We're not talking about Doomsday. This is a different movie. We're talking about Spider-Man, not Doomsday. Also, Doctor Doom is not Tony's body. I mean, that's a theory for you. As a theory, I don't know why he would need to use Tony's body. I don't think Doctor Doom has the ability to switch bodies with people unless he uses magic. But then that's too complicated for.
Threat, you can't.
That's too complicated for a 2-act movie. You know what I'm saying? Like, 2 movies, it's too complicated. You have to get into, like, the whole magic backstory and all that stuff. That people who never watched, who don't know who Doctor Doom is not gonna. They're gonna get bored. Let's be real. They don't get bored for the first. They go, like, too much. I get what you're trying to say, but, like, we're talking about Spider-Man here.
Control. One we can't even see.
Cassandra. That's her name. What if, like, Cassandra got, like, reincarnated and she like is like she has the same powers more or less, or maybe they're going with the twin thing. What if they're going with, like, the Professor X and Cassandra twin idea, where it's like they both were born in nah. I don't know. Maybe, like, because this is what kind of shockwave? This is a big ass shockwave that doesn't cause any physical damage, but it does. It's like windy, and, like, you get hit by it and you just get taken over or something. Like, this has to be towards the end of the movie or something.
One who's immune to it. You're the only one who can
What do you think they're looking for?
I'm trying to figure out why would Peter, but outside of the fact that Peter, I don't think Peter is being creepy just to be creepy. Like when he's trying to like understand, he's trying to like get information about Ned and MJ. I don't think he was just stalking them just because he misses them. That could be the case, but I don't think Peter would do that. I don't think this version of Peter would do that. I think this version of Peter by he was talked to by maybe somebody in the control, what is it called, damage control, right? CDC, the Center of Damage Control, right? And then like they told him to investigate because that's what the guy that was talking about in an earlier movie, right? He was saying like, what did he say? Where is he? He was saying like, we can't even see the villain, and you're the only one that can see it. So it makes sense, right? There's a lot of moving parts in this movie, and I just really hope it doesn't feel too congested, you know?
Is immune to it. Threat we can't control. One we can't even see.
Okay, yeah, it is him. Okay, so he's talking to Peter, Spider-Man, right? And he's like, we came to see him. You're the only one who seems to be immune. We need you to figure it out. And she's in Peter's house. She knows everything about Peter, but she can't control him or anything.
You're the only one who's immune to it. You're the only one who sense it.
What do you think they're looking for?
First appearance. What? 2016. Okay. Queen's accent.
Oh. See, you've stumbled across my board. I'm not one of those weirdos, I swear.
He is a little
He's
weird.
a little bit.
Definitely.
MJ.
The cough.
You don't know each other?
They're using that cough.
No, Spider-Man. You okay? Get rid of that monster inside you?
Did you get rid of that monster inside you? Afro Samurai.
I might go see how MJ's doing.
I'm gonna see how MJ's doing.
You get rid of that monster inside you?
Think I might go see how MJ's doing.
Absolutely crazy.
You're not gonna get away with this.
But he might.
That's crazy, dude. What if look it up, Afro. I know who Afro Samurai is.
I
know you could get that big.
What do you mean you don't know he can get that big? Peter, you don't remember seeing him in Infinity War or Endgame?
You're in danger. You just have to trust me.
This whole thing.
She remembers Spider-Man, but she doesn't remember Peter, which sucks. But like,
How was that?
What the hell are you?
Frank, please. I don't have anywhere else to go.
People. Lucky. Just gonna let him go myself.
That's right, Frank. Get in the mix. Get in the mix, Frank.
Because you're you.
If you're gonna do something, you better do it now.
Never forget that. No matter how powerful we become. Miss you, mate.
Rest in peace. This looks great, bro. I'm excited for this movie.
What is happening? Business, Spidey? I'm losing my mind.
So like something is causing him something like what is that? What is that? Is that like a he says it's a mutation. Right? He's saying it's a mutation that like his Spider-Man powers are mutating. Right, which is makes sense. Right? But he's trying to stop it from turning him into a full spider, or maybe he just doesn't want. Because the thing is, it's like it feels like it's making it more. It's making him more aggressive, but not like it's not taking him over. It's not like controlling him. It's just he's just more aggressive, and he just wants to fight. And he's more, you know what I'm saying? Like, he could actually, like, kill Scorpion if he wanted to, obviously. But, like, that's not what he wants to do. So he has to deal with that, right? But what could that, like... Thanks.
I am totally out of control.
Damn. Did he do that one-handed?
I am totally out.
That was one-handed. This dude, Spider-Man, grabbed Scorpion's tail. One-handed, by the way. Wham! He could fight Hulk if he wanted to. He's done it multiple times, at least in the comic books.
I gotta fix whatever this is right now.
His accent is much more aggressive, this movie.
Final semester MIT.
Matt, who do you think is actually watching these?
Maybe someone.
Okay, well, bye, someone.
What the? Dr. Bennett, you found a way to suppress mutating DNA, right?
If we seem like this stuff, run.
That's not funny.
So could you get rid of the bad aspects but keep the good?
How would you decide what parts of nature are good or bad?
Good question.
Sorry about that.
You're not one of my students, are you?
This is gonna be a great movie. I'm not gonna lie. I'm excited.
It appears we're faced with a threat we can't control. One we can't even see.
So why? I'm confused as to why damage control is talking to Peter about this. Why would they ask him for his help? Don't they know he's a superpowered individual? Aren't they against that? Unless they're trying to catch two birds with one stone. Unless they're trying to catch two birds with one stone. It's very possible. It's very possible. Very possible. Okay. Maybe he's trying to think of the idea of we're gonna ask Pete. We're gonna ask Spider-Man to get this powered individual off the street. Then, after he does that, they hit him with the psych. You're going in too, right? It's very possible that's what he's doing, right? Huh. Yeah, I can see this. So somehow, some way, like, let's just theorize that it is Cassandra. I don't think it's Jean Grey. Jean Grey's not a villain. I refuse to believe that Jean Grey would be in this movie simply because whoever this person is, they're actively being antagonistic towards Spider-Man. I don't think Jean Grey would be antagonistic towards Spider-Man. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. I don't know. Unless you have a theory that can really solidify the idea that Jean Grey would be able to be antagonistic towards Spider-Man. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I think that this is Cassandra, right? This might be Cassandra, bro. The frick? The frick? Let me see. What can Cassandra do? I gotta see what she can. What can she do? Like, what her powers work. There she is. There she is. But you can avenge them.
It's what Johnny would have wanted. Wait. You
I love how Deadpool's like, it's a flesh room. Right. Deadpool, you're the only one who can survive a flesh room. You understand that, right?
Thank you, Dr. Wolverine's skin, leaving his organs to splash crudely under the ground while the soil really just Christ, you can save mine. Who gives a shit about your world? These two need out of their life. Now I know Magneto's dead. Gentlemen, powers, who's diamond coach? Forgot about it. That's what we're talking about. Big slow motion, bright, sad music, everybody working together. Who knows if you live or die, that sort of thing. Who's ready?
Okay. I gotta find. I gotta see what Cassandra.
Punisher's 18-4. Which Punisher? There's been like 5 of them.
There's only been one blade. Only ever gonna be one blade.
To look at the camera, you're like, we'll find out, I guess. Fired. Okay. Fire. Honestly, I'll be real with y'all. This version of Gambit, if he shows up, he's actually like probably really good, like with his powers, because like let's be real, he's been in an apocalyptic hellscape for like his whole life. So if anything, he knows how to like fight, right? So he like he shouldn't be able to die that easily. All I'm saying, I don't think she should be able to die that easily because Gambit has survived in an apocalyptic hellscape. Especially in like a new like Avengers movie or like a new MCU movie. Okay, here she is.
You to escape the life of April, but coming back, winning. What's this? Just to know. Well, that's not one of them, I'm afraid. Death.
Okay.
Not much promise.
She can control people. That's established. She can mentally control people. Now, the question is whether or not she can whether or not like she can do it without moving her hands, or like technically Juggernaut shouldn't be dead technically, because the whole point of Juggernaut is whatever. He doesn't have the crystal. He's just a mutant.
I can't send you home unless you get this thing off the head. As soon as you do, I'm going to bore your brain from an atomic level while freaking my beam.
Oh, I have her net right here. It's really no problem. Oh, come on, Mr. Shovel the shit. Fetch the beats. I have spent my entire exhibit.
Not everyone gets a speech.
She's gonna die. If I take this helmet off, what? This is all? Until the next man. Let me stand here and watch this.
That's true.
I want to do something great things. An amateur magician rolled through there a while back.
Strange.
It wasn't strange. Well, it could have been strange. It could have been an alternate version of strange. Unfortunately.
What's that?
This is the way out. I do owe you for saving my life, but let's keep things interesting. I've said you have about 40.
And this house, that small company. But I'll be back in you.
Okay. Okay. This is the X-Men universe. Well, the one he wanted to go back home to.
No, truly. Fucking done. Why would Thor cry? Day. No one comes back from the void. Tell that to Cassandra, no.
What's up, JC? I'm trying to figure out if the villain in Brand New Day is going to be Cassandra. It has to be Cassandra, right?
Paradox. We have a problem.
Paradox.
Oh, well. Nope. Oh, no, we're on it. We're going to have a conversation.
I thought you were
Send you time for activator.
to get out of that head.
Let's give it a beat for the exorcist. Go. Oh, my God.
Okay. So then we have the fight, and then let's get to Cassandra. So if Deadpool and Wolverine is part of the MCU timeline, it has to be Cassandra. Peter-san. Right?
It's brilliant. It's brilliant.
Antimatter beings converging inside the device. Between the two feeds, then redirecting the rim's power to eliminate all timelines, starting.
Eliminate all timelines.
Theoretically, you could stop them by short circuiting the feeds in the chamber room. One of you would create a circuit between the two, annihilate.
I could live with that. I love that too, actually. You don't survive anything like cockroaches.
Not this time. This is matter and antimatter. Do not play nicely with each other when they mix in your body. Atomized. Trust the laws of physics if you don't trust me. We can feel that. What a man!
This was actually a good point in the movie. When it was actually like wow. It's nice. She got destroyed. Like she burnt up. Atomized. But if Deadpool and Wolverine can come back from that, who's to say that Cassandra can't also come back from that? Now, technically, she doesn't have like a what if she doesn't need to come back? She doesn't need her body. She doesn't need her body. All she needs is a host. And she said it in the movie. She said it. She was like, there was a magician. I killed him. Wore his body for a couple days. Should she just jump bodies? Yeah, I figured it out. I'm a genius. Before she died. She mentally escaped her body and jumped to the nearest person, whoever it might be.
Where do you think I am, Dr. Wrong?
You were always right, guy.
Uh-oh.
You've been busy.
Well, somebody.
We had some strange readings from this location. You wouldn't know anything about that section time.
No. No, I wouldn't know. Actually, time. Maybe you should ask Cassandra Nova, because I was assured she was safely held in the void. But no, she was here, and she boggled my brain. How did you let this happen?
You weren't involved at all.
In stopping her, yes! Yes, I was! But not nearly enough. Not as much as the men who went down there after her. White men. My friends.
I'm questioning Paradox right now. I'm questioning Paradox right now. I'm questioning.
I warned them, but they would be completely obliterated.
I'm questioning Paradox now because I saw it. I saw the trailer. Okay. The theory can hold up. I think the theory can hold up that Cassandra Nova might be the unknown villain in Brand New Day. I might be a genius.
The fact that we are all still standing.
He has risen, baby girl.
Fuck!
It's all coming together. How the fuck did they survive that? I think they became like... I'm still confused how they survived this. I get why Deadpool kind of survived it, but Wolverine? Maybe it's because... Yeah, like, maybe because he was connected. Maybe because he was connected, like, to Deadpool. No way they used the same villain twice. It's possible. It's possible. Okay? Simply because we can't see what the villain looks like. Okay? We only have rumors and more questions. This is a villain that can hop from body to body. This villain can literally be anybody. Why not use Cassandra? Like, she has telepathic abilities, right? She has the ability to go into people's minds. Some people think it's Jean Grey. I said this earlier in the stream. I do not. I reject that idea. That is Jean Grey. I reject that idea. That is Jean, because I think, in my opinion, Jean Grey is not the type of person to antagonize a person like Peter or Spider-Man. Why would she need to antagonize Spider-Man? She doesn't know it's Peter, but she knows because she can hear his thoughts and stuff. She knows about him. She knows everything else about him besides him, right? She doesn't know his brain because she can go into other people's brains and know their stuff. So she knows essentially what he knows without going into his brain to know. Unless she goes into his brain first, causes a mutation, she gets kicked out of his brain, and now she's trying to find a new body because she can't use Peter Parker. So she's trying to find another superpowered individual because she went into his brain the Spider-Man power rejected that and kind of started a mutation, right? Maybe she might be young and misguided. Nah. I mean, she could be. I'm not saying she couldn't be. I'm just saying, like, I don't think she's a person now. It is Jean Grey. When I think of Jean Grey, I don't think of a person that is just naturally antagonistic towards somebody they see as a hero. Right? Like, why would she see Spider-Man as a hero and then antagonize him while thinking he's a hero? Like, she sees what Spider-Man does. She sees the good he's doing. And Jean Grey isn't an evil person. She's not a person that just wants to do bad. She's not a person that's like the issues that she causes is usually accidental because she's still trying to figure out how her powers work as a mutant, right? I think it's possible for Jean Grey to be like activated in the movie, right? Like, it's possible that there's like a time where like Cassandra jumps into a body of a woman or a girl that's in CDC, the damage control's confinement, or like in the prison cell where they keep superpower individuals. She finds Jean Grey there because they already kind of like identified her as a person with like a gene or something like that, or they're testing on her or something like that. She's in there, right? Cassandra finds her and gives her extra power, causing her. Well, no, because why would Jean Grey already be in jail if her power hasn't mutated yet? Doesn't make any sense. Now, scratch that. He might see her as a villain, and she might be getting hunted by the government, so she's paranoid. Spider was team government during the Civil War movie. He did side with Iron Man, but she wasn't. But if this is a young and misguided version, she wouldn't be old enough to know what happened in Civil War. How would she know about that? How would she know that Spider-Man was on the wrong side, or on the right side for that matter? She was a kid, right? It was like years ago. like I don't think. And everybody forgot that Peter was Spider-Man, so she would forget about that, which means that she wouldn't know where to find Spider-Man at all, right? Or even know about. Well, I guess Spider-Man and Peter aren't really like always connected, because that's kind of the point. You can learn about it. It was a national story. She's a kid. Why would she care about that? She was a kid, and she should be a kid now. If we're talking about like trying to build up to an X-Men story, she shouldn't be a grown woman. Jean Grey shouldn't be a grown woman at all. If she's a grown woman in this story, it doesn't make sense to me. I don't know. It's just odd to me. I don't think it's Jean Grey. There's too many questions for Jean Grey. It just makes more sense for it to be Cassandra. It's too many questions. Like, they can do a red herring that it might be Jean Grey, and then they switch it's actually Cassandra. I would be kind of okay with that. Or they might allude to it. I don't think it's Jean Grey. You don't have to be an adult. I know that. I know that. I'm just saying, like, I don't think as a kid she would care about learning the news. She might learn about it when she's older and go back and be like, oh, okay. But, like, why would she care? Or, like, I mean, unless, like, why would she have a reason to not like Captain America? Or to not side with Captain America? Or to side with Iron Man, for that matter? Why would she, as a kid, why would you care about that? Like, why would you care about siding with who's who? They're both heroes. They're both saving people's lives. As a kid, you don't care about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I feel like Cassandra Cain just flows way easier. Way easier. And then they find out who Cassandra is, and then they, like, stop her in some way. Or, like, I don't know how that would stop Cassandra, because if she's just a disembodied mental being, I don't know how Spider-Man would stop that. Right? Or Punisher. Or Hulk. He's got a team. I mean, yeah, but the same logic applies. Even if she's a teenager. Like, I just don't think it makes any narrative sense for them to add Jean Grey into this movie. You already have too many people in this movie that are high, like, this movie's already congested enough. There's the Hand, number one, that's a big group. There's Punisher in the movie. There's Hulk in the movie. There's Spider-Man in the movie. CDC is in the movie. And then you're going to add a mutant on top of that? No. That's too many people in one Spider-Man movie, bro. This is not, like, this is supposed to be a Spider-Man movie about Spider-Man. The fact that Hulk and Punisher is in this movie is already too much, in my opinion. Like, in my opinion, it's already too many people. But they're in there. They're confirmed to be in there. So you just gotta live with that. I do not need Jean Grey in this movie. I do not need her in this movie. She does not need to be in this movie. Unnecessary. Her character has to be big. Her character is coming back. Yeah. In Secret Wars, she might come back. But you can introduce her after the Spider-Man movie. You can introduce her in fucking Doomsday if you wanted to. You can introduce her in Secret Wars and it'll be okay. Because let's be real, you're trying to also not just get comic book fans to watch this movie. In the trailer, Spider-Man vs. the Hulk. Yeah. Exactly. Right? Like, the only reason why Hulk is even fighting is because she's taking over Hulk's body. Like, whoever this person is, Cassandra, or whoever the body jumping thing is, right? It is on brand for Marvel. Because they're scared to have a solo movie nowadays for some reason. But, I understand why Punisher is there, but adding Hulk into this movie is a lot. No, not just Hulk. Adding the Hand into this movie. That's a lot. Like, it feels like the Hand just kind of got, like, shoehorned in there a little bit. Just because they're in New York. I get it, but, like, if you want to hit Spider-Man versus the Hand, why can't you just have the Hand being the ones mind controlled to fight Spider-Man? Why does Hulk have to be in this movie? They just wanted a Hulk versus Spider-Man thing, but, like, I don't know. That's just, you're just kind of like, it feels like you're just kind of checking off boxes at that point. Adding Hulk in here is like, I get it, right? I get it. But at the same time, why? Is that necessary? No. No, it's not necessary. Like, the Hulk doesn't need to be... I like that he's a professor here. But like I said before in the stream, Hulk, in my opinion, in my personal opinion, Hulk is a character. Bruce Banner should not even step foot in New York. PTSD central for him. Can we all, like, agree that New York should be the place that he shouldn't be? Why is he a professor in New York? Bitch, oh no, go to Oregon. Why are you... Case in point, this movie. Case in point, this movie. Banner. Banner, use your brain. The thing in your head, use it. My God. Hulk brings Hulk fans and fixes the smart Hulk issue. Yeah, that's why I say it's just checking off a box. They know Hulk fans been asking to see Hulk out, myself included. But if you shoehorn him into a movie that he doesn't need to be in, you could have just put Connors in this movie. Professor Connors could have just been the professor. Why the f? And on top of that, if Professor Connors was introduced into this movie, it would have potential for him to come back as who? The Lizard. Yes. Oh my God. What are we doing? Now Spider-Man's rogues gallery is starting to flesh out a little bit. A whole nuke teaching exactly in New York. In New York. Like, New York is the last place that Hulk needs to be. What do we do? Man.
Sorry about that. You know what it was. Sorry.
You know what this feels like sometimes? You know what this feels like to me? Maybe the writers and Daniel Destin, they probably had an idea to have a different professor here. Just headcanon. Just headcanon. Daniel Destin Lewis, Daniel Destin Day. Wait, what's his last name? I'm sorry. What's his last name? Destin. The point, Destin. Brother, I'm pretty sure he had an idea in his head to have Connors or a better version of a professor here that could have worked better. But we know how Disney/Marvel works. Feige and the people up in Marvel and Disney probably was like, nah, you gotta have Hulk in here. You gotta put Hulk in here. Otherwise, we can't. Otherwise, like, the licensing deal we might not get the licensing deal back because Sony wants their character back. You know what I'm saying? So legally we gotta have Hulk in the movie, so Hulk doesn't go over to Sony. Even though, or is it Sony or Fox? One of the two. The point is, we need to keep Hulk. So we got to put him in the movie eventually. So they said, I don't know, stick him in a Spider-Man movie. People love to see Spider-Man versus Hulk, right? I mean, yeah, but you're ruining the story by adding him in here. You're only making more of a problem. You're only making it more of a problem for Spider-Man to deal with. Like, dog, man, like, this could have been Connors, bro. This could have been Connors. This could have been literally Professor Connors talking to Peter. And it would have been cool because he's going to college. And he didn't meet Connors until he went to college. He was supposed to make the next Avengers movie but got replaced. This is his Avengers. Man. He doesn't need to be here. What's wrong with Hulk, though? Nothing's wrong with Hulk. Like, conceptually, nothing's wrong with Hulk. The issue is that he doesn't need to be in this movie. He just doesn't. He doesn't need to be here. He's only here because he's a set piece. He's here as a set piece to get Hulk fans in the seats. Because we know that they haven't done anything with him of noteworthy since, like, Avengers 1. Hulk belongs with the Avengers. I agree. I think there needs to be like not even just with the Avengers. I think Hulk just needs to be like Hulk. Here's the problem with Hulk in the MCU. Okay, the problem with Hulk in the MCU is that he's placed where they want him to be placed, not where he needs to be placed. You understand what I'm saying? Like writing wise, Hulk is placed where they want him to be for the scale factor, for the all Hulk out. He's finna Hulk out. It's crazy. Oh my God, it's Hulk. But they don't know how to write a Hulk. They don't know how to write a Hulk storyline. They don't. They don't know how to take care of like how to write Hulk in an actual good storyline, because they can't really make a Hulk movie because Sony doesn't want them to make a Hulk movie. So someone glazing the last punchline in the trailer by saying Spider-Man is canonically sarcastic, like the comments now, the comics. You know, hold on, let me watch that part again, because I don't think this is definitely like. Okay, I'll say that this of what Spider-Man was doing here.
Huh. All right, just give me a sec. Give me a sec. I'm not in high school anymore. Oh.
I'm gonna be real with y'all. He's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna be real with you. They turned up the Queen's accent, but he's not really like. He doesn't really feel like a New Yorker to me. He doesn't feel like a New Yorker. Like, I feel like the problem with Spider-Man in the MCU, at least Tom Holland's version of Spider-Man in the MCU, he doesn't feel like he's from New York. He feels like a kid that's like, he's like a generic white kid. You know what I'm saying? He feels like a generic white kid, but not a New York white kid. You know what I'm saying? Not a New Yorker. Like, he doesn't, like, I feel like the thing is about, like he's talking here, and I like it, kind of, because he's kind of going into that, like, you know, like, he doesn't feel threatened, right? He doesn't actually feel threatened, and that's fine. And so because he's not feeling threatened, he feels like, you know, I can kind of fuck around a little bit, but, like, these guys, towards the end, are just letting him stretch. They're just letting him stretch. Why aren't they shooting him? Why are you just sitting there and letting him do this? His mutation's taking over? Yeah, that's the obvious part. I thought wasn't he already sarcastic? Like, the punchline was alright. Yeah, it's really not that serious. At least personally for me, this is tame. This is base. This is not even baseline Peter Parker, in my opinion. This is not even baseline Peter Parker. Okay? Because the thing is, let's think about the previous iterations of Peter Parker in movies, right? Tobey Maguire's Peter Parker, when he was fighting crime, he wasn't as like quippy or as like, I mean, he was, but like, he felt more angsty, right? He felt angsty. He felt like a character that was just like, as a New Yorker, he just kind of was just upset. Like, he had a general like kind of vibe of, I'm over this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like overall, as a Spider-Man and Peter Parker, like, he just kind of felt like, but he felt more free as as Spider-Man. He felt more free to kind of crack jokes. That's what he did. So he cracked some jokes. You know what I'm saying? He could do that, right? But as Peter Parker, Tobey Maguire's version was just more like, low key, he was just kind of over all the bullshit. Like he was just done with the bullshit. He didn't care that much, right? And I feel like that's not a version that Tom Holland is doing. And then you have Andrew Garfield's version, which was more wisecracking, much more witty in his Spider-Man versions, in his Spider-Man counterpart, right? But his Peter Parker was much more like skater boy-esque vibe. He was much more like happy-go-lucky a little bit, you know what I'm saying? And he still was Peter, but like he was kind of more happy-go-lucky with the vibes. He was much more able to kind of like joke around and have fun as Peter. But once he got into the Spider-Man persona, he was serious, but he loved to he was fucking with you. You know what I'm saying? He was trying to rage bait you actively, right? This version of Peter, Tom Holland's version, in my opinion, is just... His version of Peter Parker is just a smart kid. Smart white kid. A smart suburban white kid who just... There's no, the reality of living in New York hasn't really hit him yet. You know what I'm saying? I trade this movie for Spectacular Spider-Man Season 3. Which one is that one? Let me see. Hold on. Before... Which version is that? Is that the, Let me see. I'm looking it up. Oh, this one. You know, I don't hate that opinion. If we got a Season 3 of this version of Peter... I wasn't the biggest fan of this show when I was younger. I was more of a fan of the what is it called? The one where White Tiger and Nova and Nick Fury was it was part of like the team. Like Parker was part of that team. I thought that was fun. I like that version. He was funny in that one, in my opinion. I didn't like that he broke the fourth wall too many times. I wish he didn't do that as much in the show. But I liked that he was funny. I liked that he genuinely was wisecracking. He didn't feel very threatened by most things because he's Spider-Man, of course. Fuck, I forgot what that show's called though. Andrew might be the best Spidey, worst Peter. Nah, I won't say he's the worst Peter. I think Tom Holland is still like the worst Peter in my opinion. Ultimate Spider-Man, that show, I like that. I like that show. I know some people didn't like it, but I liked it. I thought it was fun because we got a lot of crossovers, but his story still felt like it was a Spider-Man story. We also got to see Nova in action. We also got to see White Tiger. We also got to see a lot of Nick Fury, Power Man. I love Power Man and Danny Rand in this show. They were hilarious. That's my personal opinion, though. But if they would have made like a movie version of the Spectacular Spider-Man, I would be very happy. I wouldn't even be upset about that. But bro, this is I mean, it's a good Spider-Man. I don't like Ultimate Spider-Man because I feel his comedy clips were more forced than Spectacular's. Yeah, that's fair. That's why I say I think his fourth wall breaking was too much, in my opinion. Like, he didn't need the fourth wall break so much in this movie. I mean, in the show. Because it's too much Deadpool-like. It was too Deadpool-like. And then there was an episode where Deadpool did come into the show, and they had a whole conversation about that, or at least not a whole conversation, but they kind of like alluded to the fact that they both were talking to the audience at the same time, and it was kind of odd, and it that didn't need to happen. You know what I'm saying? Like when Deadpool showed up in that show, I kind of wish that there was more of an emphasis on the fact that I kind of wish that he didn't talk to the audience as much as he did in the show, because Deadpool's episode would have then felt much more fun and much more interesting, because now Deadpool is actively talking to us as the audience, right? And then, you know, Peter's in the back like, who the fuck, what are you, you know what I'm saying? Like, what added to that whole dynamic between the two. But that's just my, you know, but I like what Spider-Man was doing in Ultimate Spider-Man for the most part. I love Fox's Spider-Man animated series back in the 90s. That's the OG. You can't hate on that one. Can't hate on that one. That's a good one. That was a good one. That was one of the better ones for sure. Because they really, the Venom symbiote. Shocker! He hated Shocker, bro. Oh my god. Bro. If y'all haven't, go watch that scene. Go watch that show again. He was pissed. I don't blame him, but it was so funny. He was genuinely so upset at Shocker. Honestly, if I was Shocker, I would be terrified. I would be scared for my life if this nigga Spider-Man got that angry at me. Please. Bro, Pete, bro, Spidey, look, bro, we can talk about this. Bro. You don't have to. Honestly, in this movie, in the Brand New Day, like, there was that scene they showed in a trailer where he, like, grabbed Scorpion by the tail and, like, just he just destroyed the cop car with his body, mind you. They're going with the Venom symbiote idea without going into the Venom symbiote storyline. I'm be real with you. I'm not the biggest fan of that fully. But I get what they're doing, right? They're kind of giving us the Venom Venom vibe without giving us the Venom vibe, you know? It is what it is. Some of his great responsibility, serious moments don't work as much as spectacular because the story isn't as linear. That's true. I agree. Definitely was good enough that I found some fun in it. Yeah. It was fun. I think it was a fun show to turn on. And it was like, this is Spider-Man. Meryl Spider-Man. Nice. You know. But if you want actual better storylines, the 90s version, peak. Okay. Spectacular, second best. And then you have Ultimate, which is third best. In terms of storyline. But yeah. Brand new day, man. Brand new day. The black eyes wasn't him getting the symbiote. No, this is not the symbiote. I don't think. This is just this is more of like the storyline of Man Spider, if I'm not mistaken. Ramon, you know that Man Spider episode? I feel like they're doing that, but I don't think they have the balls. I don't think they have the cojones to go full Man Spider storyline. Fuck no. I'm sorry, they're not doing that. They don't have the balls to do. It's unfortunate because I think it would be fun to see, but like, I don't think they're going full Man Spider, bro. I don't think they're going full Man Spider. Even though they're doing the red eyes, and the red eyes kind of insinuates the Man Spider, like, mutation. But, like, I don't think they're going to give him, like, half a spider face. Kind of like, you know what I'm saying? I don't think they're going to do that. I honestly don't think they have the balls to do that. They can't. Like, that's too scary, bro. Let's be real. Let's be real. That's too scary for the modern audience. Okay. It was scary enough in the animated show. You think they're gonna go a full real life version of that? No. No. They would have to release this movie during Halloween if that was the case. Yeah, like in the anime series, like I liked that episode. It was fun. It was scary, but it was fun. I don't think that they can't. They can't. I don't think they can. Because that would be too complicated. It would be too complicated to do, because why is like Banner here? Why is Punisher here? You can't. You're adding a lot of stuff to the storyline that's not gonna. I mean, well, no, that was Blade. Wait, which one was it? Was it Punisher or Blade that Spider-Man came to talk to about in the cartoon? Was that was Blade, right? I think he went to Blade specifically and be like, "Can you help me out with this mutation got going on?" And Blade was like, "Nah, I can't help you." And he was like, "You know what? Fuck all of y'all. Y'all ain't gonna help me when I need y'all, and I was helping y'all when y'all needed me." He went to everybody. Like, he went to the X-Men. He went to Blade. I think. Bro. He said, nah. Man. They couldn't do that, bro. They're probably gonna find a cure before he fully turns into. Before he even gets to like the 2 extra arms on it. That's too much. The audience is gonna be terrified, bro. These are a bunch of kids watching this, probably not kids, but like. There's going to be kids in the audience watching a Spider-Man movie. I think it'd be fine. But, you know, parents are going to be like, why would you do this? You know how parents are more sensitive than the kids nowadays. Don't get me started. I was terrified when that episode came out. When that came out, I wasn't old enough. I was born in '99, but like when I watched the episode, that was terrifying, bro. They was doing reruns on like some cable television. Kids kids will be scared. But like, have you seen what kids are like watching nowadays? They watch horror shit. They watch horror. Like. These are like 12 and under. I genuinely believe they'll be perfectly fine. I genuinely believe kids that are 12 and under that would watch a man spider storyline, I think they'd be completely fine. They would not give a fuck. They think it'll be fire, actually. Tell me, like, look. You gotta know what the demographic knows. And I don't think a lot of, like, I genuinely believe that the day that, like, somebody up in Marvel makes a decision to go more into horror aspects, billions of dollars from kids and adults alike watching this shit. That's just my personal opinion. Okay? The parents would be more scared than the kids would be. The kids would be like, oh, this is normal. This is cool. I like this. And the parents are going to be like, oh my God. Come back to this stream in like 10 plus years. I promise you. Somebody's going to do it.
It's so good for you. You ready?
That ending part's kind of, it's alright. It's okay. It's okay.
You're in danger. You just have to trust me. Fine. It's cool.
I love MJ's response to that. Fine. Fine, I guess. And she still has questions like, why did you just randomly leave? How dare you do this to me again?
Really scary.
Who the hell is that?
Who the hell are you?
Frank, please. I don't have anywhere else to go.
Frank, please. Wait. Does Frank have like a new spot?
Just gonna let him go myself.
I'm curious what Frank's storyline is going to be in this movie, because he's just kind of there. He's just kind of there. I don't know. Frank is just kind of there. What is he going to do? What the like? Hold on. Wait. We haven't even discussed the Punisher's involvement in this movie. Hold on. Wait a minute. What could Punisher possibly do in any besides? Okay, you know what? The hand. He will deal with the hand. But even then, what could he possibly do against the hand like that? Like, let's be real. Like, isn't the hand supposed to be like a mystical type thing? Is where Elektra came from, right? Like they have like some mystical abilities and stuff, or are they just gonna sidestep that whole storyline? I don't know. I mean, we'll have to find out. But like, I feel like the Punisher is just kind of another person that's just shoehorned in the movie. When has MJ ever had emotion? I mean, yeah. To be fair, it's not that much. She barely shows emotion. Besides, like when she's like swinging with Spider-Man, she's like, "Oh my god!" Like that's the only time. But I mean, I kind of like this version of MJ. It's more consistent than the comic book version. The Midnight Suns the movie should be a horror movie. I agree. That'd be fire. Midnight Suns movie, peak. But you gotta have Blade, bro. You gotta have Blade, otherwise it's not gonna work. What the ninjas have to do in New York? I don't know. I mean, the hand kind of works in, what is it, Hell's Kitchen anyway? Which brings up the question, where's Daredevil? This brings up another question, where's She-Hulk? We gonna ask that question. Where's She-Hulk at? Huh? She's in New York. Is she not? She's in New York. Where's Daredevil? Where's She-Hulk? Where's the what's that team called? Where's the Thunderbolts? They're in New York. This is why I hate the way. Where's Wilson Fisk? Exactly. Where are all these people at? Because you telling me that the Punisher is the only one who is aware of what Spider-Man is going through? No. Come on. I feel like if Punisher knows, Daredevil knows. I feel like that's how it's supposed to happen. Oh yeah, that's right. Daredevil's in jail. Was he in jail in the last season? He went to jail. That's right. Because he exposed himself to be Daredevil. But then that brings up the question: are they going to talk about that? They're not going to discuss that. They're not going to discuss that. This is okay, guys. Guys, look. I'm gonna propose an idea, and I want you guys to tell me what you think. Okay. If it was up to me, and I had a cinematic universe like Marvel, right? Movies, in my opinion, would not be common. I would have more TV shows than movies. You know what I'm saying? Because at least in the TV show, I can flesh out the different things that can happen in the universe. I can write it all out. I can explain away things easier. Because in a movie, you only have what? 2 to 3 hours to explain everything. You're not going to explain if Spider-Man knows about Daredevil, because he's not relevant to the movie. But he's relevant to the world building of the movie. So now we all got questions. Because if like in where's Elektra? Right? Where's White Tiger, for that matter? She's in the show. Where's Foggy? Not Foggy. Where's Karen? Right? Because we know that Daredevil, we know that Spider-Man knows about Daredevil because obviously of the last movie that Spider-Man was in, Daredevil caught the brick, right? They know about each other. He helped them out with the legal stuff. So you telling me that Spider-Man's not smart enough to think about the idea that this nigga caught a brick without looking at it, and then think to start questioning other things about? Come on, man. Come on, dog. Come on, man. That's why I believe that the movie, the movie method for cinematic universes, just for superheroes anyway, for the superhero genre, in my opinion, it doesn't work fully. It could be so much better if we just kept it as TV shows for most of the stuff. Just keep it as TV shows. We have great TV shows. WandaVision, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. You know what I'm saying? Falcon and Winter Soldier. We have good stuff. But those are She-Hulk. But like, you gonna like these big name characters. I feel like you act like, in my opinion, you can't treat Spider-Man differently than you treat other superheroes when it comes to like presentation, because like they don't do that in the comic books. They do if they do like a one-off series or like a one-off like story in the comic books, it's because it's a crossover that people are going to buy to see the crossover. That, in my opinion, is what a movie should be. Right? People watch the TV shows, and then when a movie comes out, it's like a crossover. It's like a crossover movie, and everybody goes to see the crossover. Infinity War is the perfect example. Bro, everybody went to see Infinity War because it was the ultimate crossover. But it could have been even bigger if these movies were made into TV shows beforehand. You know what I'm saying? Like in the old days when superheroes took over television. Exactly. That's the formula. TV shows. Lower the budget. Okay, Disney? Marvel? Lower the budgets and make a TV show. You know how many... Chat. You know how many seasons of a TV show you can make with $100 million? A Spider-Man TV show. Live action. That should be peak cinema, bro. Bro, that should be peak cinema. $100 million? They're making 10 seasons. That shit's gonna be awesome. Like, I don't know, man. It's unfortunate, but this is the world we live in. I'm not gonna lie, I might go watch Ultimate Spider-Man later on tonight. I'm not gonna lie. I gotta watch that show again. Alright. So, alright, that's it from me. Thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate y'all. This is overall, the trailer was good. I liked the trailer. I'm excited for this movie. But once you start thinking about what's really happening in this universe, in the Spider-Man, mythos, you know what I'm saying, I have questions, right? So that's unfortunate, but I mean, I'm a nerd. What you want me to do? What you want me to say, bro? Is what it is, man. All right, I love you guys. Listen, guys, if there's another trailer that's cool that I'm interested in talking about, I'll go live again and we can talk about it again. But yeah, man. What's today? Wednesday. Okay, so this Friday, I'm gonna be on my gaming channel playing another game. So if you're curious about me being shitty at video games, then check out my gaming channel. Same name, Isaiah Senku Gaming. But if not, stick around in this channel and we'll talk about some more stuff. Cool. Love you guys. See you guys next time. Avengers Doomsday? I hope so. It is coming out next year. Or actually, the end of this year. W format. Let me get to this last hour of work. I got you, bro. I got you, bro. I got you, man. Yeah. For sure. Stay awesome, stay wise, stay cool. Stay chill. It's gonna be hot out there, bro. Stay chill. Peace.